Hi y'all, it's Ashton. So today I'm going to show you how to clean and sand down a type case. This beauty right here is a type case. These were used back in the late 19th century for the press printing. They would put the little letters in the little compartments. This is a drawer that they had. I've been looking for one of these for quite some time now. I've been searching online, but the shipping cost to get them to me is insane. So I've been, scouring antique malls, antique stores, any store I could possibly get into to try to find one. I finally found one. This was $33, and then I think I had a 10% discount, I think, the day that I went. So it was a pretty good price. I had to grab it. I couldn't pass it up. So this one's for me. I'm not gonna sell this one since I have been looking for one for so long, but I will be finding more if I possibly can. I've been wanting to get one because I have these little animals that I collect, little glass animals, little stone animals. I'll show you right here if you guys can see. Cute little animals. So I collect all these little guys, little tiny little things. As you can see, my hands are getting dirty from this type case. That's one of the reasons why we have to wash it before we sand it down or paint it, because it's so dirty. So I'm gonna take you guys outside and we'll go over how to properly clean it, make sure we get it nice and clean, and then we will sand it down. So let's head outside. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna wash this down. All I have right here is soap and water. You just want to use like a very gentle dish soap. Don't use anything harsher than that. Otherwise it'll strip the wood, it'll split the wood. So I just have my little soap and water. I got a rag. I'm going to lightly wash it. You don't want to soak it. You want to just very, very damply wash everything down. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll show you guys how to do it, okay? So what you want to do is you want to kind of just scrub. You don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to put too much water in there. You just want to scrub all the little compartments. When I bought this, I bought it at the Brass Armadillo down in Phoenix, and every time I picked it up, my hands have become black. It's so dirty. So I just want to get most of that dust and stuff off. It looks like it's been sitting in storage for quite some time. So as you can see the difference from this one to this one, it's already starting to get all that dust and dirt off. And now you can see the original wood. See, the difference is amazing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to do this, and I will get back to you guys when I'm done. Okay, so I ended up getting a toothbrush to get into all these little corners and these small compartments because I just couldn't get in there with the rag and my finger. So I grabbed an old toothbrush, and I'm just getting in the corners here. I've already had to change the water out a couple times. I've worked on this, side of it. I'm letting it dry, and then I'm going to go back and I'm going to do a second cleaning because it's just so dirty. It's filthy. I've had to wash the toothbrush and the rag, and I've had to change the water out twice already. It keeps turning black, as you can see. It's getting filthy. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I feel like it's enough. I'll probably go over each little section here probably about 3 times. Just get all the dirt, get all the dust, all the oldness, all the old stuff that's been sitting there for however long it's been. Let's see, really filthy. And the water's already starting to turn murky. But so I'm going to go ahead and do this, finish cleaning it up. I'm doing the edges and the corners with the toothbrush, and then I'm doing, going back over it and getting the bottoms done with the rag. And I'm doing one section at a time, that way I can keep up with what I've already done once, and then once I'm done with all 3 of them, I'll go back and start on the first section again. Like I said, probably do it about 3 times. Okay, so now that I have one round of cleaning done, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my my washcloth and my toothbrush again and change out my water. As you can tell, it's black. So I'm gonna go wash this out, and then I'm gonna start on the next one. I want to say the only fortunate thing about this Arizona heat is the first compartment is already dry and the second one is pretty close to being dry. So I can get this done pretty quickly without having to wait for it to dry. So I'm going to go ahead and get these cleaned and I will be back. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and sand this. I got the majority of the cleaning done, but I do want to sand it in between because I know I'm going to have to wipe it down again anyway from all the sawdust. So I figured I might as well do it in the middle. I'm only going to focus on the green part. Only about half of it is painted green. I wouldn't even say half. A little bit on the edges are green, and so I'm just going to focus on that. I am using 100 grit. You don't want anything too coarse and you don't want anything too smooth. You just want a medium grit that will get that paint off. So I will go ahead and get that done. I am wearing an apron to stop the sawdust from getting into my clothes as much as possible. I'm going to be wearing a mask and I'm going to be wearing goggles to protect my eyes. Like I said in my tools video, I have gotten sawdust in my eyes behind my contacts before and it's a bitch. It hurts. So always wear protection. So we'll go ahead and get this sanded and get this going and I'll show you guys how to do it. Okay, and as you guys can see, sanding just a little bit is taking off the paint. This is exactly what we want. Also, some of this is peeling off, which, here it is, peeling off, which is perfect because we don't have to sand it too much. And so I'm going to go ahead and finish this and get all of the green. It's all here and then it's also on this side. So there's not too much to sand, which is great. The compartments are completely empty of paint, which is wonderful because we don't have to work too hard on trying to get the tiny little compartments sanded. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that and I will be back. Hey guys, so I lost light pretty quickly. I wasn't keeping track of the time, so I wasn't able to finish sanding and cleaning out the type case, but I'll definitely go ahead and finish that tomorrow morning. And at the beginning of the next video, before we start painting and everything, I will show you the end result and what it looks like after it got sanded and cleaned off completely. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the painting of it, and I'll show you guys how to paint with chalk paint and distress it. So you guys have a wonderful 4th of July. If you have any questions about the process I did today, anything like that, any questions, whatever, comments, definitely comment down below and hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified when the next video comes out on Wednesday. And I'll show you, like I said, how to paint it with chalk paint and distress it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Cleaning, cleaning, cleaning in the corners. Go back in here with a rag and get the bottoms. Is it bright enough? Because it's like we're losing light here. Go ahead and sand this. I got the majority of the cleaning done, but I want to sand it kind of in between because I know I'm going to have to wipe it down again. Wipe it.